Well, today we're going to review how Nano Banana 2 emerged, why it made an impact, and what signs point to the arrival of Nano Banana 2. Also known internally as GenPix 2, we'll review what has been seen in recent leaks and what kinds of capabilities are being demonstrated. Let's begin by remembering what the first version represented. Nano Banana was the commercial name for a major update to Gemini's visual generation and editing capabilities, described in some documents as Gemini 2.5 S flash image feature. This version made it possible to combine multiple photos, maintain character continuity, and apply specific transformations using only natural language. In practice, it transformed the model into a flexible tool for working with images in a conversational environment. That first generation set a standard, and from there began the signs pointing to a successor. And the most visible clue was a card within Gemini's web interface that mentioned internal code linked to future image generation features. It wasn't just a rumor, but matched how Google typically teases releases, just as happened with the gradual rollout of the original Nano Banana. This precedent makes it plausible that we're looking at the next installment in the same product line. Now, what is Nano Banana 2 expected to include? Well, public information and the most consistent inferences point to several areas of improvement. One is increased resolution, supporting 4K exports and much faster response times. This matters because many creators need print-ready materials, videos, or social media content without additional scaling processes. Another key area is layered editing, as the first version maintained object consistency while GenPix 2 aims for a more detailed level. And another is the fusion of multiple images, which would also see a significant improvement. Although combining various sources was already possible, the new version would enable richer compositions, more uniform style transfer, and consistent results when seeking the same atmosphere. A finer integration of metadata, provenance, and invisible watermarks is also expected, leveraging systems developed by Google to certify AI-generated content. Additionally, even lower latency is anticipated. If Nano Banana was already fast, initial tests indicate processing times under 10 seconds, even for complex requests. This allows users to compare variations almost instantly, both on mobile devices and on the web. Also, there are small additional improvements mentioned. More accurate light and color detection, enhanced privacy controls for editing personal photos, and API exposure to integrate these capabilities into external apps. Regarding Nano Banana 2's architecture, it would build upon the evolution of the image model associated with the Gemini 3 Pro family. It would no longer be just a visual generation system connected to a text model, but a unified multimodal component designed to reason with images the same way advanced models reason with language. Compared to the first version, this transition would involve more multimodal parameters, better language-image alignment, and decoders that handle wider spaces with techniques maintaining speed even as visual fidelity increases. Examples combining reasoning and visual generation were also shown. For example, images where mathematical expressions were solved and included with proper typography within the image itself. So, regarding the leak, there were examples showing operating system interfaces and similar content. And yes, many of these samples were probably unfiltered and without restrictions, right? So these leaked images we're seeing will obviously have filters in the final version, okay? Just like with the previous generation, but even so, the observed quality showed a significant leap, especially in text handling and logos. With all this, it's clear that if what we've seen is confirmed, Nano Banana 2 will mark a notable advance in editing, visual coherence, and ability to handle complex instructions when publicly released. We'll be able to evaluate it directly and see how it performs in real-world situations.